Hello everybody all over the world. Hello, I am GPS and today we're gonna look at this weapon right here. The Ambassador. Of course, this is episode 97, the Ambassador. Yeah, that is the weapon for the spy that everybody uses. It's been out for like forever and it's really good, so we're gonna be examining that today as we've gone through a lot of different spy stuff, but I've like intentionally not touched upon the Ambassador until this point in time. So, here we go. Here we have the Ambassador. I have auto reload on, and you see when you have auto reload on, this thing tends to take up a lot of space, and you can't really see that well because this gun is like fucking huge. One thing we will also be seeing in this episode is that people use like a script where they change like their FOV desired. Let's say turn it to 1, and you can kind of see like the heavy is closer, and if we turn it back to 90, he's like further away. He has a little scope thing some people tend to do. I don't really do it because I'm not like good with the Ambassador, but it doesn't really matter that much for me, maybe for you. But let's just go over the Ambassador real quick. It's instead of the pistol, right? And when you shoot people in the head, it does the critical damage. It does 102. There's a headshot on the Pyro, killing him in 2 shots. Headshot on the Scout, killing him in 2 shots. And the Heavy takes 3. And what I do is that I usually hide it like this, so you can't see it. So then when I shoot, you can't see it. So there is a timing, of course, to this weapon. What I'll tell you immediately is that, listen to this. Listen to the reload sound. The second click, when he goes there, you can fire again and you will make a headshot. That is the timing. So let's say if we try to shoot as fast as possible, I'm just holding down the shoot key. Okay, so the first one was a headshot. Let's check it with the Heavy. Spy's laughing at you because you didn't get the headshot right, but if you listen to the click, so that is the timing of that weapon. The counter to not the counter, but the other weapon is the pistol, which we're going to be talking about later when we go into the replays and stuff. And that's the general gist of how it works. The Ambassador. It's kind of like Spiper in a way. And let me just share a little story with you. Yesterday, I had a great plan that I was going to play for like 8 hours and just play with the Ambassador and like get a lot of good replays for you guys. However, after I was done working out with my legs, like doing squats and stuff, you know, like working out, because I want to be like, you know, better fit, because you'll be a better gamer if you do that. So that's why I'm like training and being like really tired and shit lately. Holy damn, that was loud. Yeah, so I'm like lifting weights and shit, like, and we were doing like the squats and like working out the legs, and my legs, like my legs, just so tired, right? And I just like we were working out for over an hour, and my legs feel like pudding, and I can barely walk. And I'm like, oh, it's gonna be good to sit down and like chill with Team Fortress 2 and play some games and stuff like that. And then I thought that today I was gonna go on a concert. But it turns out it was on Friday, so I was like, I'm ready. I've been to the shop. I've like getting some cash. I've gotten everything I need to just go and play some TF2. And then my friend calls me and he's like, "Hey man, are you ready to go to the concert tonight?" I just go, "There was a concert tonight?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, you should totally come." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, fuck, I promised." Like, okay, fuck, I gotta go. And then I went to the concert that had no seat, and it was like a rock concert, and it lasted for like 3.5 hours. So I was like standing around dancing, just really tired, drinking beer and shit. And just beer tastes awful, by the way. I hate drinking it, hate alcohol, but like I had to kind of drink it there to try and enjoy the music, because the music wasn't that good. And then when it finally ended, it was like 1 a.m. and then all the buses had stopped going. So that was in the middle of the city, and there was like a 1-hour walk home. So then I had been working out. You know, my legs totally shot. Then I'd been standing for like 3 hours. And then I had to walk home for an hour. And my legs are just so tired today. Just hurts so much. Ugh. But regardless, I played a little bit of Ambassador Spy earlier today. So we're going to be looking at that. I just thought I'd share some of my agony. Yeah. There we go. So we see a Heavy here using the Dead Ringer, having a bit of a thingy-majiggy here. you can either use Deadringer or Cloak. The topic for today was that you had to use the Ambassador at some point in time to get at least one kill with it. That's a headshot, that's another headshot. Let's look at that again, because that is how it works. Keep in mind, it's easy to do in practice, like I just showed you earlier where they're standing still, but it's actually harder when they move around and they shoot back. Yeah, so let's take a look at that again. A Demoman has 175 health, so that means 2 headshots will kill him. But 1 backstab will too. That's 1 headshot, 2nd headshot. And at this point in time, in this situation, there's a Sentry here. So if I wanted to stab him, I would have to like run around, sap the Sentry, or I could stab him and then die. So actually, in this situation right here, the Ambassador is actually the best choice. If I had the pistol, I wouldn't be able to kill him that fast and stuff like that. But you have to be really, you know, it's really hard to use because of, people move around so fast. And there's like this little timing thing you can do, and you can't shoot too soon or too slow. And then we sap it, shooting him in the head, then body shot him, and then there's a heavy, shoot him in the head, shooting, takes him out with the 2 headshots and a body shot. And then we sap some stuff, and we're looking pretty good. So that is pretty much the introduction to the Ambassador. It is like a semi-sniper that you can use. A lot of spies use it, but then there's like, when do you use it too much and when do you use it too little? Because sometimes we will be seeing players using the Ambassador like it's the revolver, and we're going to be seeing spies using the Ambassador as if they have no other weapon. So I'm going to try and get the stab on this engineer here and finally gets them, and then we get taken out by a roll or bomb from a demo man. So interesting note, in case you don't know, is that the pistol has longer spread recovery than the Ambassador does. The spread recovery for a revolver is 1.25 seconds. As for the Ambassador, just gonna double check that really quick. Yeah, that's 0.95, and the pistol has, like I said, 1.25. So the time it takes for the revolver to the Ambassador to like recover itself, like when you shoot until it can headshot again, is shorter than the pistol. However, it shoots slower than the pistol, than the revolver, and it doesn't do as much damage as the pistol. But usually, if you body shot people with the Ambassador, you will kill them in 3 shots, and if you body shot them with the revolver, you will kill them in 3 shots. So it's pretty much the same in that regard for the lower health classes. So we're still here on Viaduct. I'm going to be using the Deadringer. Sneaking around, decloaking, making sure nobody is around to hear us, because if a spy decloaks in a wood, does someone hear it? No. And then we're going to try and do this. And the Ambassador doesn't have a scope on it, so headshotting at longer distances can be pretty hard. I'm going to try and get a Pyro as well. And Pyros are good against spies in general. Medic comes flying by, just saying hello as he dies. And we get a headshot on the soldier, and then we kind of forget that we have a backstab we can stab that demo man with. And because we overuse the Ambassador, he kills us because we simply don't have the damage output, the reliability to kill people consistently with the Ambassador, because you rely on headshots, and you don't always hit headshots all the time. It is impossible. And if you do, you most likely have some help from a program. Yeah, so we're gonna go on with a guy that submits a replay that's kind of wonky because it starts recording before he's even in the game, and this is the moderator, Solid, and he is doing the challenge, and the challenge was to only use the Ambassador and nothing else, and that is what he's gonna do. Shoots a Pyro in the head, Pyro dies, does not take a somersault because he didn't do the somersault thing. He's gonna be standing there. He is also disguising himself all the time. You can't really see it because I reduced it, so we actually see stuff. He's going to be rolling over to the side here, and he's going to be using the Ambassador, and gets the scout with the headshot. Predictable. Nice work there, and just running back and forth. Yeah, sees, just looking around, sees this little thing here. I'm going to allow him to use the zapper, and then he gets a headshot on the soldier. And he falls back. Keep in mind, you can tell how much health people are just by looking at them as a spy, and that should be a good indicator of when to use the headshot capability and whatnot. Some HUDs have displayed the actual health they have, while as the standard one just shows like the crosshair thing. So I updated my HUD so that it shows the damage output in case I want Ambassador shot anyone as a spy. Because keep in mind, if they have 102 or less in health, you will one-shot them. And also, Solid is, of course, using the Spicicle, making him able to run away from Spyros easier. He's just been using the Ambassador entire game, and then he gets taken out. And if you look at in retrospect, what did he achieve? Probably less than if he used the knife, because it's kind of like this balance between, do I get close and stab, or do I stand far away and shoot, you know? Because if you pretend to be a sniper with the Ambassador, you might as well go sniper, yeah, you know. So it's kind of like this balance thing, because the Ambassador is like really interesting and really hard to use and stuff like that. So we're going to see how that affects your play. And we're still going to be looking at Solid as soon as he joins the game. There he is. Finally deciding to move, not having any hats or anything, because that's the way the replay reloads. Loads the hats. Not as often. So we see, you know, Solid just, you know, fake deathing over here. Oh, medic should know he's there. Ah! Headshot takes out the medic. Oh, sniper with the razorback. Eventually, you get the sniper with the headshot. Ambassador is incredibly good against sniper. Just incredibly good. And instead of stabbing the soldier, just shot him in the head, which is pretty funny. So I will talk about this later, that, you know, even if you have a razorback, you're still not safe from spies at all, at any point in time ever. So don't use the razorback. We're gonna be seeing that so much, especially like the Ambassador is kind of like the counter to a razorback in a way, that you only like with revolver. If you're close, you shoot him 2 times, but with the Ambassador and a headshot, you kill the sniper in 2 shots. Because it does like 40 something on a body shot. It does 102 on headshot, depending on how it works. And doing some long range, pretending he's a sniper. At this point in time, you should have played a sniper and not a spy, because you would be able to kill those guys, and you can just use your, you know, stuff to run around. So it's like this golden balance of what to do. And this Pyro taunts, and then he runs away. Okay, and then he decides to just shoot the engineer in the head. You know, the engineer down there is no more. He got shot in the face by Ambassador. That has ladies imprinted on the side of it. Yes, that is right. And then TF2 decides to crash, because we've had updates and things crash all the time. So I'm just going to be reloading that same replay, hopefully. So in the meantime, you should send a ticket to Valve saying, why does it crash so often after the latest update? You just added more hats. Maybe you should not do so many hats, maybe. So yeah, Ambassador, really good against snipers. There's actually nothing you can do about it as a sniper, because the spy will just kill you. So we are gonna go back into the game here. Gonna resume where Solid was. Let's have a recap really quickly. So he just killed an engineer, if you saw. Then he's sniper. Friendly with the Pyro. Here's the engineer. He shoots, and yes, this is where we crashed. Hopefully it won't crash again. So he's gonna be taking out a little teleporter, reloading, and the dispenser goes down as well. And then he is running back in the around and seeing an engineer, taking him out, and he's gonna shoot the Sentry. He doesn't even care, man. Just taking it out, and now at any point in time, he could have been, you know, moving up, go for some spawn camping or something like that. But because he's doing the challenge of just using the Ambassador, he doesn't do that. So he's just gonna, like right now, he's not being too effective with the Ambassador. And then they win the round, and he fakes his death, and he is fine. Yes. So that's what I like to call a spiper, is when a spy pretends he's a sniper with the Ambassador and stuff like that. So we're gonna look at the next one. It's fairly short, but it's sweet and it feels really good. It's like probably one of the best feelings you can have as a spy with the Ambassador. The type of kills you can get. This is gonna be a question for the chat. What is the best possible kill you can get as an Ambassador spy? What feels the best when you get the kill? And you're just like, oh yes, that feels so good. Also Solid, usually in pubs, only plays with the Ambassador anyway, so this challenge is fairly normal to him. so he jumps around. He's currently disguised as a sniper. Then he dies, they think, but he is still alive, man. Decloaking behind here. And he sees the medic. The medic has full Uber, slowing it down. Boom! Oh, seeing that medic die. Dropping that Uber. That feels so good for you. It feels horrible for him. Oh, that just, yeah, excellent, nice work. And then he's gonna be standing back here and do some more stuff, and eventually he does something. But it's that was the point. Stuff like that. If he didn't have the ambassador, he wouldn't have been able to kill the medic in that situation. If he had the pistol, he would not have been able to do that. And I mean the revolver, even though I say pistol. So we're gonna look at the next thing we're gonna look at is a sentry takedown. When you take down a sentry as a spy, there's many different ways you can do it. It's like sap first, then kill the engineer, stab first, then sap the sentry, and stuff like that. So we're just going to be fast forwarding it up here and take a look at how Solid handles this. He's going to be running faster spy, decloaking. Ah! Excellent. He is where we need to be. There's currently a Pyro. He is disguised as a scout. This Pyro has no idea this engineer is wrangling the sentry against the wall. Never mind, let's take a look how Solid handles this. What he's going to do, he's going to be sapping it first, and then killing the engineer, and then sapping the sentry, and then going away. And the Pyro, not being too sure where he went. And that's a nice little trick you can do as a spy, you know, trickery. The Ambassador. Note that you do not need that scope script in order to be good. The scope script, you know, you see slightly further. Everything is a bit bigger, but it doesn't make like a huge thing. You should be able to kill people at any distance with the same field of view regardless. You know, instead of that tiny scope. And once again, sniper, can't do anything. Backstab would have done the same job, but you would have been a bit more vulnerable, and they win the round! Surprisingly. Could probably have won that if the Pyro just at any point in time just spy checked. It wouldn't be able to get the sentry at all. So yes, we're starting to see the power of the Ambassador right now. You're starting to get a good feel of how good it is. And then if you want to be like an ultimate like good spy, you have to balance the usage of the Ambassador and the usage of the knife. And I'm hearing that the stream lags a bit right now, and it's stuttering, but is it like a helicopter, or is it just lag? Let me know. And we see that Solid is moving up. He is, you know, still moving up. Sees the engineer. Nice headshot there. Wouldn't have been able to get that kill if the engineer didn't have a lot of health. Heavy here with actually crit resistance, but you still take him out in 3 shots. And when he uses the brass beast, he's basically a big target. And Soldier kills himself because he doesn't know how to rocket jump. And yeah, so the stream is fine. Of course, the recording will be fine as well, so don't worry about that. And Solid, pretending to be a sniper once again. At this point in time, he is not doing what he's supposed to do. Right now, as a spy, he is just using the Ambassador, so he is doing this because his Ambassador play won't do this. But if you're a spy and you have the Ambassador and you're using the knife as well, you should run towards the enemy spawn and hang out here and try and stop any kind of engineer build that isn't going on anywhere. Because you probably have a teleporter behind that they're using, and that doesn't really help. This. I have played against Solid that when he uses the Ambassador, it is pretty mean. I'm actually in this game, actually. Yeah, it's an old game. And, yeah, I was actually the one at the cart there. Sniper. Ooh, look at me. Being on fire and stuff like that. And he's pretending he's a sniper, pretending to be a good sniper. He's pushing the cart. And we're gonna take this pretty easily. I think, yeah, Sentry is being sapped, and then he's going to be taking out the engineer. Keep in mind, you don't always need to headshot. You can sometimes just, shoot them. That would get the job done. They're on the cart. I get taken out by a counter snipe, and I would have died from that Pyro anyway. Solid here. Going to be falling back to the other side here. Trying to get the headshot. Can't really do it, because, what do? Do you shoot to shoot, or do you shoot to kill? Well, if you shoot to kill, you should take your time aiming. And there we go. capping it, and winning it. That's solid. Doing fairly well. And that was overly used Ambassador usage, you know? So let's take a look at next one. Still featuring Solid. He is really good with the Ambassador, even though he doubts himself. He's like, no, I'm not so good. And you're really good. But you can always get better, can't you? Yeah. So he's going to play on Foundry, yes, a non-payload map, 5 CP, where you have to attack and defend, depending on what your team is doing. Normally at that point in time, you could just go on and stab him, but Solid's like, nope, using this weapon and this weapon only. I know when I'm a revolver spy myself, so I'm not used to the Ambassador. I'm used to like being close corner. And then he finally decides, yeah, I'm just gonna stab this heavy because that's easier. And the reason for that is that it takes 3 headshots to kill a heavy. And 3 headshots is plenty enough time for that heavy to turn around and just fucking brutally murder you, right? So, excellent choice there by going for the backstab and just taking him out. It's easier. It goes a lot faster, and that's the kind of stuff you have to do. Sniper with the razorback and the huntsman. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. So he's also not using auto reload. Fun fact. As a spy, if you main a spy, you don't really need auto reload. I didn't use it before, but then I turned it on and I never turned it off again. And that is because you can do some tricks with that. And that is, let's say you are a spy and you play without auto reload and you fire a couple of shots and then you disguise as a class with a reloadable animation. That is a spy with a revolver, demo man with any weapons he has, soldier, engineer, and stuff like that. So what you can do is, let's say you can disguise as a soldier, and then when you run backwards, because you don't, you shouldn't run, facing your enemies. You should run with their back, so there's more convincing that you are on their team. And what you can do is that you can, when you hit reload, when you're holding the weapon, it will look like to them that you are reloading. So that is even more convincing. If they see a soldier that is jumping and reloading backwards, that usually the thing what soldiers do when they're falling back and reloading. And that is really convincing, and that is why you should not really use auto reload as a spy. Because pressing R is not that hard. Just saying, that is a little trick you can do. And gets the headshot on the scout. He's pretending he's a spy. He is a spiper. Just hanging out here, not really doing too much. Oh, a sniper with the razorback. Yeah, saved you there, you dumbass. Like, regardless if he had the razorback or not, he would have died, so maybe he would have been able to throw on Durati if you just saw him. Oh, scout's pressing him. Demo man is here as well. Oh!
Race barrel.
Get him! Get out of there. This is intense.
Finish him.
Get him, yeah. The scout actually got him. That was a nice little battle there. Taking out the sniper once again. I just want to what goes through this sniper's head, right? First round, he got brutally murdered here by a spy that was there. And then he decides to stand in this door, and he doesn't check if there's anything up here. He's like, oh, this spy got me last time. He's probably still not there, right? Right? The spy's probably not camping, right? Yeah, let's run around the corner and die where we did last round. You can do that. And don't clear the chat, Sol, or I'll fucking remove your moderator powers if you do that again. And we have Solid here on the point. Doing some stuff, and finally capping the point. And winning, and he only used the stab once there, and then he used the Ambassador the rest of the time, and it worked fine. So now, I think we're done with Solid. We're gonna move on to someone else. We got some replays here today. Got a lot of replays. Of course, Goes is on. Some replays as well. However, this is not Goes is on. This is, what is this? This is Nuggles, I think. Let's see, red team. Yeah, it's Nuggles. Yeah, a new spy. And he's going to be using his standard. He doesn't use bicycle. He uses the standard stuff. And he's going to be running away. Pyro. And then he's a smart guy. He says thank you, letting him know that he's still alive. He's going to be decloaking around here on this top. Do we have some stair stabs? Nope, nobody there. I can't stair stab if anyone is there. Get the NG. Bring out the Ambassador. Bring out the pain. Get him. Yeah, getting him nicely. Nice done. And I'm just gonna jump over here. Grabbing some health and ammo. Keep in mind, grabbing ammo refills your cloak. It's important to do that as a dead ringer. Sees the Pyro. Shoots like he's using the pistol. And then he dead ringers away. I think he got the Pyro eventually. Decloaking on top of an ammo kit. Not the worst choice there. That is very good. Maybe falling back to the cart and actually heal up on the cart because, you know, dispensers actually heal you faster. So why do that, right? He's a scout. We're working on him. Takes him out with the headshot because he was screaming. And that's how it works. And yeah, falling back, reloading, using the ringer. And right now we're seeing he is not as effective because he, as a spy, you rely on, you know, the Ambassador to do a lot of stuff. But in those kind of situations, you don't simply have the damage output or health to survive any kind of encounter like, you know, the other classes have. And then unfortunately, you just get murdered. And that is one thing, if you try to use the Ambassador and you overuse the Ambassador, you kind of go away from like the basics of the spy. And the basics of the spy is like, they shouldn't know you're there. Like, you should have an element of surprise. And you should be very swift and very, very quick. And here we have a guy who's using the script thing. This is Wimmer, 23. And he is using the scope thing. So you will see his field of view changing a couple of times because he thinks that helps you aim, but it doesn't really. It's more like a psychological thing. Yep, there we go. It changes it. And you don't see that much more. And then his friendly spy just stabs that heavy. It's going to be not shooting. Currently disguised as a scout of all things. That is actually a very good idea to disguise as a scout because the hitboxes are very different from a spy and a scout. Because if you stand sideways as a scout, disguised as a scout, and a sniper shoots you in the scout's head, he will actually miss. We are using decloaking as well, and now he switches back and forth, and that's how the script works. You can look that up if you want. I don't think it's that necessary. It's more like a psychological effect. And this is like, what do you achieve by doing this? Alright, so at this point in time, he can only shoot once. And that means he can't kill any other class, so he hit the Delman in the head. And then Delman runs back and says, what the fuck was that? That was some shots I was unaware of. And right now, he should, you know, not be doing this, because this doesn't really do anything. And then Delman sees him and tries to get the demo. Can't really do him, and you can see if you have the view model on and you have this field of view, you can see when you reload, the gun is like all over the middle screen, and that's why a lot of people remove it. Because I think like they should have changed the reload animation so it like reloads down, like similar to how the Demoman reloads his grenade launcher. Like it goes like he flip it forward instead of like in front of your face, because that's like really not how you reload a gun. Anyway, I'm trying to get the soldier. And trying to get the Demoman. Oh, sniper with a razorback. We'll get him eventually. We just gotta work on this fat man first. Taking him out. Falling back. I probably got hit by something. He's using the bicycle. And he still has his scope in. Now he doesn't anymore. Just gonna go back up. Scoped in again. See the sniper. Yep, takes him out. Takes out the sniper. Razorback did not save you at all this time either. And now we see Wimmer, 23. Not really accomplishing anything. So far, he has killed a heavy and a sniper. And then he's just been wandering around, sitting here and waiting for stuff. Not really being, you know, effective. You want to maximize your play, maximize your damage, do as much as you can. And he is just not being where he is needed. And the soldier is spamming this area, and that soldier... Okay, this soldier that is all the fuck the way over here is actually shutting down the spy that's on the other side of the map. You know, if that happens, you are doing something wrong. You know, this, even if you have the Ambassador and you can headshot, yeah, it won't be that effective. But now actually something really cool happens. He is standing here, right, trying to shoot. And at the same time, these guys come along. And we're like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, totally did that. It's all me. I just got everything. Yep, shooting that. Yep, that was me. Yep, I got that. I'm helping. I'm Wimmer. I can do this. No. So, like Solid says in the in the stream, which I wanted to say, but I completely forgot, is that if you are a new spy, do not use this weapon. Just don't. It gives you really bad habit, and it gives you like might end up doing this, you know, not really achieving anything. The revolver is really close, because then if you fail your stab, you can just always kind of make it up with the revolver. It's a lot more reliable, close quarters. It does more damage and it shoots faster. However, it has a slower recovery rate, so you can't just do like those one bursty shots. Because the Ambassador is very bursty in damage, very, very bursty. Relies on you hitting every shot that you fire. But the revolver is like you can fire 6 shots. Not that important if you miss one or not. Yes, so let's move on to the next one. Let's not move on to the next one because that one didn't work. So let's move on to the next one after one that didn't work. Yeah, and this is Goan. Yeah, currently using the kunai and the Ambassador. 2 weapons that you really shouldn't use together. Because the Ambassador awards long-range play, like being far away. The kunai rewards being close to stuff. If you're using the kunai, use the enforcer or revolver. Don't use the Ambassador. It's like going, yeah, I'm a sniper, so I'm gonna go bushwhacker, razorback, and huntsman to be as least effective as I possibly can. And oh, there's a sniper battle going on. What do? Who comes out on top of sniper versus sniper? Well, spy comes out top eventually. Yeah, takes him out. And being, of course, polite. Being like, I appreciate your help. That is one thing I hate, that is when my opponents thanks me when they kill me. It's like, you know, thanks for the kill, jackass. That's a sniper with a razorback. Doesn't save him at all. Wouldn't have saved him if he didn't have it. It would have been pretty much the same. Yes. He's running over here and running out of cloak, decloaking, and he's fine. He has the kunai, of course. The way it works is that when you stab people, you get health, and at the moment, he has 60 health. He needs to stab somebody to get some health, and he misses the stab on the demo, misses him again, but misses the Pyro, and then just dies. Just dies. And that's if you're like a new player and you're inexperienced. Just use the weapons that you already have. Don't, you know, really bother with, you know, getting all the latest items because they're not, you know, really that good. So with that, we are gonna go on to our last replay actually before we have the raffle, and this is gonna be a fun one. Yeah. There we go. Here we have Goan. Whoa! Look at this. This is. Well, you know, if the enemy team has a Pyro, the blue team is fucked. Alright? If the red team has 1 Pyro, the blue team is fucked. And red team has 2. So they are double fucked? Okay. So we're gonna be seeing Goan here play on this map, and this enemy teams are, of course, a bunch of spies, and then just one guy's like, you know, we're gonna scout, just guess I'll push the cart for you guys fucking retards. And then spies are just dying left and right. He's decloaking. What is he currently disguised as? A spy. Not a bad choice, actually, when consisting most of the enemy team are spies. Yeah, and this is kind of like, you know, if you have a lot of spies on your team, you're not gonna be able to do much if the enemy has, you know, a Pyro. The same if you're like if your team has a lot of Pyros. If the enemy team has a heavy, you won't be able to do much. And stuff like that. So he's trying to get a stab and gets like a corner tricky stab on that guy. Woo! There we go. And oh, is the 1 Pyro shutting down all the spies? I think so. And then goes and was like, yeah, I'm helping. And the scout uses the strategy of running into the enemy spawn and dying, which is a very, very common strategy. And oh, spyception, look at all these spies, man. I don't even notice. Here comes a Pyro, and he just shuts down absolutely everything. You know, and you know, they can't really do anything, and then it goes on, tries to help them, help him. And he's gonna be, the Pyro's after them. And the Pyro's gonna have a really good day, man. It's gonna be, oh, spy up there. Headshotting him, yeah, however, it's a dead ringer, but Goan didn't know that. We're decloaking again. Whoop, whoop. Oh, it's a spy. They're getting shot down by the Pyro. No, really. We totally haven't seen that throughout this entirety of the game. And then we go, oh, dude, what? What? What does this guy think he's doing? Playing heavy? You fucking idiot. Go spies. Like, here are 7 spies and then 1 heavy. What's gonna happen to this heavy? Nothing actually. He goes on, just decides he's gonna live, and then he stabs a spy. Hiding out here. There's a bunch of spies. The heavy hasn't seen him. Guess he's disguised as a spy, you know? There's only 7 of them. There's a guy here. He's a sniper. Ooh, be very careful. Gonna stab a spy in the back. Stabbing him. And then using the spy thron to disguise. And then grabbing more health. And oh! What? Okay, a new guy joined and he played Pyro. Excellent. So that is going to conclude the Ambassador episode. So in order to sum it up, if you're a new player and you're new to Spy, don't use this weapon. Okay? Just don't. And don't use the scope script. Because you need to know when to use the Ambassador properly to mix in shooting at long range and being close range at as a spy at the same time. So you don't just go like, that's why I wanted to have the bonus challenge to show you what happens if you use the Ambassador too much and if you use it too little. And if it's like in most cases, like Goan did, he used it like a pistol, like the revolver, and then you would be better off with the revolver. So that is going to sum it up. Of course, you can try it for yourself. The Ambassador is an achievement item you will get eventually, or you can trade it, or just wait and you will get it randomly in a drop eventually. But personally, myself, I do not like this because it doesn't have a scope, even though I'm a sniper main. I don't like this because it's very hard to shoot at the longer distances, and I kind of always get caught up in like, yeah, I must headshot with this thing, and I miss the stabs, and I'm out of position, and I don't play spy very well. Because keep in mind, this is a secondary weapon. The knife is the primary for a spy. That's important to note. So with that, it's time for Raffle. So what we're gonna do is that if you have a username and you're following me, you have a chance of winning an item. Yeah, we will also be doing the submitter raffle. There's the thing, anyone that has submitted a replay is in the raffle. So if you're one of those few people who's actually sent me a replay where there was just a bunch of text and no attachment and no link to a replay download, you are not in the raffle because I didn't actually get a replay. So make sure when you send the replays that you actually include the replays and make sure they work before you send them to me. So here we go. We're gonna have all the stuff here. And this is of course randomly selected. I'm gonna click roll the dice. And then we get wicked, nasty, funk, ... You are the winner. So if you are here, please type in your Steam URL or Steam username in the chat, and then I will add you, and then I will give you a prize. So if wicked, nasty, funkin'. Yeah, he's here, so we will be right back with wicked, nasty, funker in right now, actually. So unfortunately for wicked, nasty, he doesn't have the Steam installed on the computer he's at, so we'll just draw another guy. So that means everybody has a chance to win. And we click roll the dice, and we get Butumple. Is there a Mr. Butumple in the chat? There's a Mr. Butumple. Butumple. Yeah, he's here, so we will be right back with him, the winner. Again. And we are back here with the trade. I decided to go with smaller so you can actually see more, so I don't have to sit all the way over here. So let's just go and select all the items that you can pick from. You can only pick one. And when I've done putting in all of the different ones you can pick from, you will have to pick one of these. Only one, of course. Let's see, I think that was all of them. Yeah, pick one of these items within the given time limit, which is 15 seconds from now. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Strange quick fix? You got it. Keep in mind, if the timer goes out before you say something, you don't get anything. And nobody gets anything, and we don't have anything because you screwed up! Yeah, so that is going to conclude the raffle for this raffle. Yeah, but we're also going to have another raffle for the... it's going to happen off the show, where I pick a random guy from the submitters, and I will just send you an email saying, hey, congratulations, you won. Because I've already selected the winner, but I'm not telling you yet. I will let you know after the show. But with that said, and the raffle's done, free stuff has been given away, I'm going to be talking about what we're going to be doing for next time. Episode 98 and 99 and 100 and 101 is what I'm going to be talking about. Okay, so what we're going to be doing for next time, it's going to be a Demo Man episode, and somebody requested this that they want to see more demo nights. So it's going to be Return of the Demo Night. All right, we did demo night very early, like way back when I was in Korea, and it was very fun. It was mostly just me being like super awesome. So now we're going to have a demo night episode. However, there is one restriction, that is you have to use a shield of your choice, a grenade launcher of your choice. That is all. So you can use whatever melee weapon you want. But you have to use a shield, and you have to use a grenade launcher. You can't use like the Alibaba Wee Booties or the Bootlegger or something like that. You have to use a grenade launcher, and you have to use a shield, and you have to use melee. And that is going to be episode 98, the next one, yes. And for episode 99, I want to try something really funny, and that is going to be taunt kills. So for episode, I'm telling this in advance, for episode 99, taunt kills. Either you getting taunt killed or you taunt killing someone. It doesn't have to be like you taunt killing like all the time, try hard to get a taunt kill. It can be like a normal game, and then like you just happen to get a taunt kill, or you just see the opportunity to get a taunt kill and you actually get it. So that is going to be the taunt kill. For episode 100, there's no submissions because it's going to be all me. So don't worry about that one. And then 101 is going to be a recap of the like the funniest moments, or like the most fail moments, or just like the best, best of the first 99 episodes, pretty much. And this is going to be a rerun of that, and I have to rewatch a lot of shows. So if you have a particular moment in any of the episodes from number 1 till now, then the next one, that are like really funny, just type it in the Steam group, because there's a Steam group that has all kinds of announcements and stuff. Just comes up like, the video's up, next topic is up, so even though you missed this, which doesn't make sense because you've already seen this, everything will be posted there in case you missed anything or you're away or anything. I always keep that up to date. So just submit like an episode or a time code or something like that. So yes, thank you guys for watching so much, and then once again, next time is a demo night, so bring out the pain and bring out the LOL!